Welcome folks to something a little bit different. We've got a free-for-all, something I've never posted on my channel before. I only really play them on stream with you sexy perverts, otherwise I don't really touch them, but I enjoy them to a degree. There is a great deal of luck involved in whether you get 2-on-1 or something by another faction, so it can be a little bit risky. But this is one we played on stream. It was one of the better ones I've ever played. Now, I was playing as the Beastmen. My build, I wanted to be very fast, very mobile, very difficult to hold on to or to catch. So I've got a lot of Centaurs, Minotaurs, Gorbul, a couple of Chariots, Kazrak, and a cheeky Cygor, who looks like he's drinking the rain at the moment. You have a nice drink there, buddy? I don't think it's raining. You're going to be waiting there a while. Oh, he's pissed about it. Oh. But that's my build. Very quick, very fast, very deadly, hopefully. Now, in this battle, I do have these hidden in the trees here. Centaurs with throwing axes, always very useful. To my right, we've got Keuken, a strong player. He's using the Chaos in this one. His army is mostly infantry heavy. Got some Skirmisher Cav out front. Got Chaos Marauders. Got some great weapon Chaos Marauders, Halberds, Mirror Guard. Mix of infantry, Chaos Warriors with great weapons, a Shaggoth back there. And he does have the Regiment of Renown Hell Cannon, which he is firing at me, of course, because I'm a bastard. Chaos Sorcerer hidden in the trees over there. So he's popping off at me. He was to my right. I didn't like my chances with the Chaos. Didn't think they were the best army for me to try and get after, so I set my sights on Norska. I want to see if this lands now. Is he going to get me? Slow-mo. Oh, it's scorched. Maybe one Centaur. Luckily, it mostly missed. To my left is Dimmy G. He's playing his Norska. Got some female warriors with great weapons. Marauders, Marauder Hunters. More great weapons. Gone for quite a bit of infantry. On the lighter side though, he's got a Mammoth in here, a Feral Mammoth. Got a Werekin. Balefiend back here. Wolfric on his chariot. So, an army more going for numbers, I think. Taking some of the lighter infantry. There are some more female warriors back there. And then, who's that in the distance with his 3 single large entities? It's, of course, Arkor. Bloody fucking Arkor. He's got a Bone Giant, Necro Sphinx, Kemrian War Sphinx, Skeleton Spearman, and some Tomb Guard. So, heavy on the large for Arkor is a typical Arkor style. And those are the 3 opponents I do face today. So, yeah, like I said, I'm heading left towards Norska. I figured that's going to be a better fight for me. I didn't think Chaos would be a great matchup for me, given my army. So, I'm going to start charging towards these. Going to pull back from those female warriors with great weapons. Don't want to fight those with my Centaurs. Keuken's sort of coming after me. Sort of moving up a little bit. I'm kind of trying to get some good matchups on this side. Starting to get some missiles off on the female warriors. Just going to try and cycle charge down these marauders. They shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. My biggest worry here is the Mammoth, so I'm going to send both my Minotaurs in that direction. Try and get him dead. Some female warriors meeting my Minotaurs. They are great weapon Minotaurs though, so they are anti-large. Hopefully be able to take them down. Just trying to get some charges in with different units. Cavalry, Chariots. Don't want to be here with my Shaman. He got caught. I mismicroed him. Trying to get some missiles off around. Broken one of those Marauders. Going to charge into another one. Just going to try and wear these quite low leadership Norskans down. My Cygor's just popping off what he can. Not doing a great deal of damage so far, I don't think. Keuken is making his way over behind me. He's gone after me. And Norska's, of course, gone after me. So it means the Tomb Kings are coming up behind Norska. So it's pretty much just 2 of us fighting at the moment. And the other 2 are going to come and pick off whoever's left. Which is kind of why I wanted to be a bit more mobile in my army. So I can hopefully wipe out one army quick. And then move on to the next one. Or at least escape the one that may be chasing after me. Which is exactly what's happening now. But I'm trying to wear things down. Centaur's not great at staying in combat for too long. Got some nice damage off on this Feral Mammoth and Mist Stalkers. 2 powerful units there. Get some nice points for those if we can kill them off. We're breaking these Marauders like there's no tomorrow. We're into the Hunters now. So these are kind of easy picking, easy points. Taking out these lighter units, especially with Centaurs and Minotaurs. But Kitchen Keuken has arrived and he's going after my Cygor. He's got his Shaggoth. Beating the crap out of him. There's really not much hope for the Cygor there. Bit of a waste of money, I think, the Cygor. He's not really fitting in with the army. I just wanted some artillery power, but really I probably should have kept with the whole speed idea. So that Cygor is now just going to get destroyed and not do anything. Werekin here, a little bit of a worry. But most of Norska has been destroyed by my cheeky, fast, speedy Centaur force. Got most of the points at the moment. Dimmy G not far behind, mainly because we're the only 2 fighting. Arkor's got quite a lot of points though, to be fair, even though he's not really been fighting too much. Don't know what he's been doing, but he's been getting points. So just churning out points at the moment. Arkor's nearly arrived. Looking to finish off whoever may be vulnerable. And my priest routed and then rallied back around here. So I thought I'd try and get after this artillery, as I thought this would be some nice points to get. But Keuken is not silly and he's guarding it with some halberds. But I thought, hey ho, I can drop a nice magic spell on these. I thought I'd try and drop a Pit of Shades. Hopefully on a bit of both of the units to get points from taking them both out. But it doesn't really do a great deal. I think I would have been better off putting it in the middle of the halberds. I would have done better off because it doesn't do a great deal of damage to either unit. It's sucking them up a treat, but damage not as much as I was hoping. I'm going to try and nip my chariot in there just to get some damage on that artillery. Obviously don't want to stay near the halberds too long because they will mess me up. Back over to the main fight. Keuken's arrived. I've reformed my army, my centaurs, my minotaurs. Now I'm charging his ass down. He's got his skirmisher cav coming after me. Going to get some charges on his marauders. Going to eat marauders for breakfast today, basically. Marauders here. I should have charged them. My minotaurs heading straight towards halberds. Of course, that is not a fight I want, so I'm going to quickly divert from that course. No thank you, sir. Don't want to fight halberds. We'll get those marauders who are very vulnerable and basically easy pickings there. Chariot still charging around. Gorbor still doing alright. Werkin coming back there. Oh, there's a Mammoth and the Miststalkers have come back as well, so some Norscan units still returning. Not out the game yet. Routed off a few Chaos units. Got some damage done to this artillery, but not a great deal. Bringing my two chariots around, bring them together. Going to try and bash in some charges into the back of whatever I can. Maybe I can get a few spells off as well. Arkor's still coming though, and he's in tip-top condition. He's not really taking any damage, but he has done something because he's got a few thousand points. Keuken's got points now. Everyone's catching up. I'm still out ahead at the moment, but still a long way to go. It's early days. I'm trying to get after the Chaos Lord here. I'm going to send my Minotaurs and Centaurs into him as he is wavering. We've broken him. I'm going to send my chariot, so I'm going to try and keep one chariot on him to try and get rid of him. But it's easier said than done. A lot of dangerous units around now. The Shaggoth there, the halberds coming over. I don't want to stick there too long. Just trying to get as many favourable engagements as I can to try and churn out as many points as possible. I'm going to drop a Pit of Shades here on these halberds and Chaos Marauders. A little bit on the Dragon Ogre as well. Just trying to get some damage done. Some Skirmisher Cav kindly running straight into the Vortex for me. A few extra points there maybe. Got a little bit of routing of my own. My Minotaurs, some Centaurs run away. My Bray Shaman broke, so he stopped chasing the Chaos Lord. I'm ahead by quite a few points at the moment, and I've still got a fair few units left, so I'm feeling good at this point, but I know how free-for-alls can go. You may think you've got it in the bag, but there's still a lot that can go on. There's still a lot of Tomb Kings left, a lot of Chaos left, a lot of points to be had from anybody. Well, apart from Norsca, maybe they're pretty confident that they're done at this point, but just got to try and get the most out of my units to rack up the most points and stay ahead of everybody else. Bone Giant over here causes some problems. Here's a nasty piece of work. So the Chaos and the Tomb Kings are fighting more now. I've got the Chaos a little bit divided because I'm still around causing problems for him. Some of my Minotaurs coming back, my Bray Shaman coming back, going to get some charges on these Marauders. Hopefully rout them off. My Bray Shaman nearly routed himself, but he's rallied. Centaurs down here I need to bring back. Starting to become a little bit of a closer one now. Keuken racking up some points. He's nearly catching up on me in points. Going to get some charges here. Pull through those halberds. Get into these boys. Just a few extra points we can knock up here and there. Minotaurs going after the Kemrian War Sphinx. I figure there's some money to be made there. Some points to be earned by smashing him down. Provided that he doesn't turn around and attack my Minotaurs, of course. Because they're not in a position where they're going to stick around very long. Tomb King's got the Chaos routing. Got the Shaggoth on the back foot there. He's off skis. I'm trying to chase down the Lord. Kazarak wants Chaos Sorcerer back on the menu, but Keuken's wisely using his Skirmisher Cav to get into Kazarak and stop him from chasing the Chaos Lord, allowing him to escape. So saved his Lord there. Oh, my Minotaur just got wiped out by a Bone Giant arrow. He is well and truly dead. My poor Minotaur fell over. Gorbal's broken. My Shaman's in bad nick. Looking bad for me now. I've lost a lot of my units. Burning Skull blazing its way through. There's been a few of those as well. That's Dimmy G dropping those as Norsca, so he's still racking up some points with those Burning Head Skulls that he's dropping occasionally. His Baleffiend is still around to drop those. And that's a powerful tool really, because you can change the outcome, even though he won't be able to win now. I'm sure he knows that at this point, but he can affect the game a lot. He can take points away from other players by damaging units and taking those points for himself, which could change the outcome of the game. So Chaos a little bit clumped up here. Going to try and get some charges in with my Centaurs in the back. Halberds, don't want to stay fighting them too long, of course, but we do a little bit of damage on them and then get the hell out. Here comes another Burning Head by the looks of it. Yep, there you go, Dimmy G with another Burning Head. Although that Burning Head came quite quickly after the last one, so maybe it's someone else that has that spell. Could be Keuken or Arkor. Not sure actually. Maybe one of the other ones was them. So now it's pretty much come down to the Tomb Kings and the Chaos. I'm mostly out of it. I've got a few units around. Dimmy G's mostly out of it, but he's got a few units around. Keuken's taken over in the points. I'm not too far behind, but going to have to make my units work pretty damn well to try and bring back points and keep them alive long enough to not get wiped out. This artillery over here has been wiped out. I think some carrion got that from Arkor, so some points for him there. Dimmy G, fireball spell. Still getting some damage done, like I said. He's still able to take some points away from somebody else. Could be a powerful little move. This Balefiend keeping himself out of trouble, just hanging around on the fringes of combat. The Werkin straight in the middle of it there. I saw a lonely Marauder unit there, which I took apart, just trying to get a few extra cheeky points. I noticed the Chaos Lord is back, and he's ill-defended, so I'm going to send everything I have to try and get that Lord dead. Minotaurs, Centaurs, Kazrak. Want to try and get him dead, got him routing pretty quickly. If we can just get some hits on him while he's running away, we should be able to take him down fairly easily. Route these two units, racking up some points with that, hopefully. Starting to catch up on Keuken in the lead. I'm only about 1,000 points behind him, so we're not too far. Routed off the Chaos Lord now. That's usually pretty big for the Chaos. Routing and chain routing seems to be a pretty big problem for them. Some spells still coming off from Dimmy G. That Balefiend still hanging around. No one bothering him. He's able to just pop off spells here and there. Most of the fight between Arkor and Keuken right now. I'm dropping in what charges I can. Just trying to rack up a bit of damage and then get out of there before I take too much damage. Kazrak in there, trying to get damage on their Lord. Trying to look for those high value precious units. Some Ushabti being spawned up though. They're pretty bad news. Chaos, not out of it yet. Still coming back. A few Chaos units still in the fight. I was going to just leave Kazrak in here to try and rack up as many points, but I thought, nope. Kazrak's still in pretty good nick. Let's keep him around. Let's keep charging him. Another burning head coming in there, I think. Yeah. Straight through the middle of the Tomb Kings. Nearly got Chaos as well, but they dodged it. I'm going to try and get a few charges off. So Kazrak, pretty much all I got left now. But I'm only a few hundred points behind Keuken for that lead. Gonna get in some more charges, do what I can. The Tomb King's still in pretty good condition though, so it's looking like Arkor is going to get the last man standing bonus. And Arkor isn't too far behind in the points either. So it's getting very close. It's a very close one. Fireball coming in here. No idea if this hits me. It does, right in the arse. Kazrak taking it on his cheeks, but he's okay. Carrion, pestering the Balefiend. Finally someone's going after that damn Balefiend. And now it's down to just Kazrak against a whole load of Tomb Kings, and there's a few Chaos Halberd units still in the fight. They're sticking around, but Tomb Kings are all over him. Carrion hovering around, looking for someone to eat, probably me. The Werkin coming up. I see the Werkin. I think that could be a good target for me to try and just get a few points on. He is anti-large, so I've got to be a little bit careful with him though. Keuken still got some Halberds coming back. Still able to just get him those few extra points that could keep him in the lead. Balefiend here. I think he must have intercepted me because I'm sure I was going after the Werkin, but he's probably an easier target than the Werkin. But the Werkin's coming after me now, and I foolishly leave Kazrak there too long, and he's going to start wavering, and then he's going to get taken down by the Werkin and Balefiend. And at this point, I'm only 10 points short. I'm 10 points behind Keuken. 10 freaking points. And I can have that first place. I'm very close. And then I realise, oh, I've got some Centaurs still in the woods. They're throwing axes. They're wavering. But they're coming back looking to get me just a few extra points to win the game. I'm ready. I'm hopeful. And then they decide to rout. And that's me out of the game. So there's me gone. Centaurs could not handle the pressure. They shit themselves and ran off. So I'm out. I'm blacked out. No more points for me. I'm done. I'm not taking first place. Keuken is ahead at the moment, but Arkor isn't far behind, and Arkor still got a lot left. Still some Chaos Halberds, but how long can they hold on with the Kemrian War Sphinx charging them in the fucking face? Not very long, is my analysis. But now it's a case of, can Keuken get a few extra points to keep the lead, even though Arkor is probably going to get the last man standing bonus? And is he going to get enough points with that last man standing bonus to take first place? It's going to be a damn close one. Chaos Halberds coming in, getting these spears down. The War Sphinx got a bit of health left, but he's not in great condition. And Halberds are, of course, one of the best units to take him down. Bone Giant chasing after the Werkin. Not sure how that one's going to end. Oh, the Halberds are broken. So there goes Keuken's hopes and dreams of getting many more points. And now there's just a Werkin chasing something down the hill. Dimmy G is one of the last men standing, even though he was the first one to go out. Oh, there's a Balefiend and a Tomb King Sorcerer down there. being chased off. Don't know why the Were-King didn't pursue the Tomb King guy then. He's going to go into this War Sphinx. Oh, that ended how you might expect. He's just bashed down the hill. And then here come the Carrion. They're just going to peck him to death. What a grim death. Stomped by a Necro Sphinx and pecked to death by Carrion. I don't think there is a worse ending. He can't get back up. He's routed. Dimmy G is done. A valiant defeat for me, but how did we do? Who won it? That little bastard Arkor has taken the lead by just a few hundred points. It was very close. 3 of us in the 13,000 point range. Very close game there from me, Keuken, and Arkor. Dimmy G still causing some problems. Racked up a fair few points by the end of it, actually. Most of my kills rather, coming from Centaurs. One of them not doing as well as it should have, though. Cygor was a mistake. Should have got rid of that. Should have had something better. Maybe more Minotaurs, maybe more Cavalry. Definitely could have chosen some better units. But yeah, let's have a look at Keuken. Not too many kills on his infantry. Even the great weapons didn't do fantastically. Some on the Mirror Guard, some on the... not a lot on the Shaggoth. Must have mostly been the Lord and the Artillery there. Racking up his points somehow. And who else we got? Dimmy G. Not a great deal of kills anywhere in his army apart from his heroes, really. His infantry wasn't able to do a great deal. But there we go. Just a close free-for-all. Good bit of fun. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. See you in the future.